Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting episode of the Super Carlin Gaming Mario Kart 8 Roulette Challenge! Today we're trying to,
Mickey Mouse?
it was just a real high-pitched voice.
I think it was Mickey Mouse.
Let me know, did that sound like him? I can't do a very good Mickey normally, but...
No, that seemed, I assumed that you have been spending time, like, in front of the mirror working on that Mickey Mouse. Spot on.
Oh, excellent. Glad to hear it. I'm not sure. It looks like it reset your cart for some reason, Ben. I don't know why.
I don't know what's up with that.
There was a software update. That might have been it.
But it didn't do mine,
I don't
weirdly.
know about that.
So, yeah, I might be a little less random. Well, it'll be the same amount of random anyway.
Yeah, it'll just be like a reset. It's like
Either
a
way,
soft
you're not
reset
choosing.
on the random. All right, well, let's get some dice rolls or app
21.
rolls. 21, so that's going to be 7, 14, 21, pink, gold, peach.
Hey.
And 10 for the band.
10. Alright, it's gonna be 7, 8, 9, 10.
Aw, boo, the villager.
Dang.
Ugh.
Not super good.
Not the super goodiest. Nope.
21.
21. Oh, how boring. Oh, come on now.
29.
27, 28, 29. Oh, God. Why the cushions?
I love it. It's a good look.
It is, right? Yeah.
5.
And 5. All right. Well, this is a crazy looking car we have. It's a pretty all right stats. All right. A little faster than I would like, but okay.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
22.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Ben's on a bike.
29.
Spongy.
Yeah.
16. Look at that. That's some good stats there. I'll dig that.
All right.
All right.
Oh, baby.
Yours actually looks pretty good.
I love me the
You got
waddle wing.
old-
Do you
yeah.
know if this is an inside drifter, outside drifter?
I think the standard bike is an outside.
Okay,
So it behave
alright.
more like a regular car. Now we did this last time, right? I believe. Yeah, I think we did the Star Cup. So we should be on the Leaf Cup today. Oh boy, we've gotten 2 stars. We've come close on this one.
Okay.
Can we 3-star?
Man, I feel like we play this music park. Is this the one where, like, when you go across it, there's like a keyboard that
Yeah,
plays?
yeah.
I feel like we're playing this level all the time.
This is obviously one we fail a lot.
It must be.
It just comes
we
up.
We must have. I wonder how long we've had the 2-star. Like,
This
this
is-
been right there the whole
Oh,
time.
I know.
or what?
I know. Well, it's hard. Wario Stadium is tough. That little section is showing right now is
Yes.
really hard.
I fall
And then
off of it frequently.
the music one is a little bit harder at 200 because those turns just become so...
Your rig is hilarious.
Oh my gosh, and I have a bad start. Oh god. I'm starting in 12.
All right, Ben Cronenberger has a question.
Ooh,
Oh,
hey,
yeah, what's
Ben.
up, Ben? Other Ben.
I have a question for you 3. How do you
That's-
get a first date to be successful? Because try as I might, I can only get a first date. After that, we just sort of stop talking, even if we have a lot in common.
I'm gonna go with
Interesting.
experiences are the way to go. Like, the whole dinner and a movie thing is long gone. Don't do that. I think it's all about going and doing something where both people maybe like are even slightly taken out of their comfort zone, and you're sort of like having a bit of a new experience together. It'll get both of you laughing and excited. And
Ben, what was your first date with your current girlfriend like?
shoo, man, that is a very good question. I don't even know if I remember what our first date was.
Wow.
They went to a movie.
We went to
Yeah,
a
we went to
dinner.
had some dinner, yeah. Right? Oh, man. No.
I think you and Beth may have done exactly that.
It wasn't. Yeah, I can tell you about Beth and I's first date. It was a very long time ago at this point, like in high school. But yeah, we went to the movie Failure to Launch.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Instant classic.
Instant classic. Don't you know it? And then we went to a coffee shop around here.
Common Mountain Coffee.
Called Mill Mountain Coffee. It has since changed locations. And then I discovered that Beth had never seen the show Friends.
What?
And so,
Wait, really?
yeah.
You guys love Friends. I can't
I
believe that.
know. It's because this is like one of those things. This is like, it started on date 1.
No way.
Was when I discovered, and I was like, oh my gosh, you have to come over right now and watch like at least one episode of Friends with me. And so she did. And actually, when she came over to our house, I don't know if you were even part of it.
I think I was.
I think you were.
I think I know where you're going with
You and some of our other friends, the GMA, decided to crash my first date with this girl, who eventually became my wife. So maybe it wasn't such a bad thing.
Hey, clearly worked.
Clearly it worked, but you know, it was a pretty good first date. I think it was Beth's first date with anyone ever.
Oh my gosh.
Also, yeah.
Man, this This is a big day for her. First
Pretty
time ever
good.
watching Friends.
Yeah, if
Man,
you watch Friends.
Man,
yes,
I came in 5th, dude. Like, I don't know
good.
how that happened.
There you go. Hey, I don't know either.
That feels like a real victory for me. I can't believe I can't think of what our first date was.
I feel like you guys just sort of like hung out a lot before it was really like
kosher?
Like date.
That is very true.
It wasn't like a traditional, I'm going to ask you out on a date. You just sort of started hanging out.
Yeah, that's very true. So, like, this is one of those, like, maybe not so proud of moments, but I had been in a really long-term relationship, and I kind of reached a point where I was like, I feel like this isn't the right thing for me, and so it just so happened to be the case that Alice, just during this period of time, like, where I was really unsure about things and kind of feeling like I might want to go in a different direction with my life, reached out to me, and so I guess the first interaction we had, I was writing an episode of Fast Facts at Starbucks Coffee, and she came and we just kind of sat and talked, and it was extremely lovely and very exciting, and I told her I had a crush on her the very first time that we ever hung out.
Man. Oh my gosh, what terrible
we're together. But yeah, actually, that was a very funny story. We met in college.
That is so much earlier than I realized. Like,
yeah,
that it was during Fast Facts
It was
time.
way back when.
Dang.
Yes,
but she didn't have anything to do with the actual breaking up of you and your other girlfriend.
No. It was, the entire thing was like a very, very like deliberate decision.
Right.
Where I was kind of knowing that what I was doing was sort of attempting to see something, which I don't recommend actually even at all. It's not a great way to go about things, but what I was gonna say was actually I had first spotted her in my business law class in college, and she was the super pretty girl, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna like wait for the teacher to call on her so I can figure out what her name is. On a sheet of paper in my notebook somewhere is her name. Written
probably
on the top,
spelled
like
wrong.
in the ledger. Yeah, definitely spelled wrong. Her name is spelled with a Y, Alice with a Y instead of an I. I added her on Facebook that night, and it took me about 3 weeks before I finally sent her a message, and she never responded.
Oh
no!
Yeah,
until you became a famous YouTuber.
She had no idea what I did when we met for coffee that first time. I think her exact words would probably be something with aquariums.
There you go. Something with aquariums. All right, we've been on this question for a while.
All right, this one's great. This is a good question. Ali Dobney has a question, guys.
Man, you didn't do quite so good that round.
It means the advice must have been spectacular.
There you go.
All right, Ali Dobney says, "How do I talk to girls?"
With words? I don't know.
Ooh, man.
Man, oh man.
Probably, I think what you're doing already is overthinking it by like suggesting the idea of like, how do I talk to somebody? Like, if you were trying to follow some type of instructions, I think you'll have an issue. I feel like somewhere along the way somebody was mentioned to me something about like compliment, insult, compliment. Is that a thing? Have you guys heard of this like this method of trickery before? Because I'm not a fan of it.
Isn't that about like how to tell somebody something bad?
Oh
no, that's the compliment sandwich.
Oh, excuse me. It sounded like a compliment sandwich.
That is just compliment, bad news, compliment.
Oh, you're right. That's for bad news.
Yeah. I feel like someone somewhere along the way was instructing someone else that I knew in how to communicate with someone of the opposite, of attraction. I don't even know what the right terminology for it anymore is.
Someone they liked.
Someone that they like, and it was to sort of like be playfully insulting while also kind of sandwiching all sorts of like mushy compliments and stuff in there.
Yeah, it sounds very...
I think maybe just talk to them the way you would talk to anybody else.
Yeah, because most likely, I mean, who you truly are is not going to be properly demonstrated if you are attempting to follow advice on how to communicate with this person.
Another thing is, like, if it's difficult to talk to them, then chances are, like, it's because you don't have anything to talk about, because there might not be just a good match at all.
Right, that's also very true. I think I've said this before on this channel, but, like, I think it is always good to put a lot of emphasis on the chemistry that you have with somebody and not do we have, like, all of the same interests, because it's fun to show people your interests, especially if they're not like Jay and Beth and friends. It's like
Right.
she had never watched it, and it was something that Jay had always really liked, and he was able to introduce it. Now it's like a part of their relationship.
We have been watching it so much recently because we have to wake up at 2 in the morning right now every day so Beth can pump for the baby. And we need something to do while that's happening.
So you guys are watching
So
Friends.
we are flying through Friends. I mean, like
bet
2
you
days
are.
ago, like Ross was all like, "I take thee, Rachel," and you're like, "What?" Now
No
and now
way.
Rachel just had the baby, and I'm like, "Whoa!"
Holy cow!
Sorry,
you
and
guys
if you
are
don't, and if you
moving.
don't follow Friends, "I
You're
take thee, Rachel" is not
flying
him
through
marrying Rachel. That is
him marrying
That is
Emily.
him failing at marrying Emily. And then, like 3 seasons later, they have a baby. But they don't get together because then the show would end.
Hey, it's true.
Yeah, man, Friends is like. Oh, anyway, I could talk about Friends for a while, but
a good
anyway,
show.
it's a great show.
No, I think talk to them about them. That's the same advice for talking to anybody, right?
that is super
Oh
true.
yes,
How do you
ask
make
them
friends?
about themselves. There
Right.
you go.
Yes.
All right, Pajana Party. I think Pajana Party of the Discord. probably.
Hey.
What's up, pajamas?
So I was wondering what I need for rock climbing and how to prepare myself. Long story short, I was accidentally added to a female rock climbing group on Facebook, and when I tried to leave, I was peer pressured by my friends to join it.
Well, they sound like great friends.
Really good friends.
Good
I've
friends
always
peer
been
pressure you into
interested in
rock climbing.
and in pretty good shape. I go to the gym 5 to 6 times a week. You're in
You are gonna do
pretty dang
great.
good shape. What are
Probably.
some things I can do to prepare myself for rock climbing, and what gear do I need?
If you're going to like a gym, they'll have all the gear you actually need. Because they'll probably require you to wear some kind of specific shoes.
So that being said, like your own shoes are by far and away a big difference than gym
Yeah,
shoes.
That is
like
very
if you
true.
if you want to like buy the big like if you're gonna get into the sport, the first thing I would buy is shoes. That is gonna make a huge difference right out of the gate, and you're not gonna be wearing like the rental shoes or whatever. Otherwise, if it's just like indoor gym stuff, you might need a harness for like top roping stuff, and then a chalk bag so you can chalk your hands.
Chalk your hands, yeah. And I think like things to be aware of is that your hands are going to burn
Yes.
when
Yeah.
you leave. So you're getting like all these like little micro tears and stuff
Yeah.
in your hands as you're climbing. So I know that every time I've ever taken somebody for the first time, they usually just sit at dinner afterwards staring at their hands. Like,
Yes.
oh my god.
The next day, you like it's chance, especially the first 1 or 2 times. The next day, your hands are like physically going to burn, and don't worry, that's completely normal. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. It's just like Ben said, you ripped them like literally all over the place.
Yeah.
Also, being female, I guess a concern could be to trim your fingernails pretty short.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
yes,
that's
that
not
is
a
something
bad-
to be aware
not
of.
bad advice.
Not bad advice. The fingernails. Woo, boy. Oh man. I don't know if there's anything we can tell her about just how to like basic thing like how to plan like your route or something, or
Yeah, so like
how
I
to
know
think
for
about-
me, when I started, one of the big things was like you and Beth had been going for a while. You guys were climbing before me, and I think when I got there, I was like, I'm not gonna take this. I just want to go like climb around as if it's a monkey, like as if it's like a jungle gym. Like I
Right.
don't want to follow the routes. Like I'm not that into it. The routes are where it's at. They make it so much more fun, especially at our gym. The place is really good about having. Did you not win? Dang it, Jay.
Ben, I don't even know what happened. Like the computer,
They cheated.
they didn't cheat. They just came flying past me,
Oh, it was Metal Mario and your pink gold peach?
and
No!
they took like a legitimate shortcut, which I haven't seen the computer do. They like boosted through a shortcut. That's weird. Haven't seen them do that before, or maybe they do it all the time and I'm too far ahead.
I think that's all.
Oh, self 5. Cool.
Nice.
Anyway, man, that was so close. It was like right crossing the bridge with the egg, and they passed me, and all I had was green shells, and I couldn't hit them.
Well, now we're going to have to play this
Now we're
game
gonna have to play this again. Now we're at the 2 stars again. It was so close. I'm sorry. That's a bummer. There you go.
I feel like there was at least some reasonable advice.
I think
Most
so.
people
Hopefully
say, but,
people got that. Ask people you're interested in about themselves, and
Also, rock climbing is like one of the best social workouts ever. So like,
true. You know what? We can combine answers here. If you want a way to talk to a girl, like get a group together, go rock climbing, because everyone will just talk and hang out. Like a lot of it is watching other people.
it's very but
yeah.
also do not let that intimidate you. Everybody
Sure.
is very collaborative. I don't think I've ever been in an environment where I just consistently talk to so many strangers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
true.
Where everybody is just be like, hey, like I saw you just finish this problem. Could you come help me out with it? And it's like, of course I can.
Yeah. very supportive community, the rock climbing people are.
Yes, indeed.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for liking this video and watching, and maybe subscribe, so you don't miss any future Mario Karts. And if you need advice or have questions for us, leave those in the comments, and Derek will find them and ask them to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you next time.
Bye.
Let's go.
Quality 8th place.